아우 왜 머리 만지고 있을 때가 아니야. 머리 만지고 있을 때가 아니에요.
Spike now, blonde. No spike, blonde. Scream.
Shazam looking to get one, gets a second, doesn't. Oh my gosh, Shazam!
Lo quiere rodear, no sé si lo espera, no lo vio. ¡No lo vio!
No.
¡No fue largo, no tampoco! ¿Qué? No, por favor. No me la conté. No me la conté lo que se está haciendo esta muchacha. El ninja del frío que acaba de hacer.
Welcome to The Headshot, the show where we break down all the latest and greatest from the VALORANT Champions Tour. Let's start things off with a look at some of the best plays from the past week of Challengers events.
Even more, but there is a play towards the back of side. He isolates one. Seekers go out, looks to the right, gets him. Zipper, he gets another. He gets another.
Scream now has to reposition. He finds the 4. He's going to go for the ace. Demon 6 super low HP. There you go, Scream.
이럴 때 요루가 해줄게 많은데.
엑시 한 번 더.
A ver si se logra encontrar con esto, lo termina viendo Sex. No, la primera base, Sex encuentra la segunda, la triple, la tercera. Y la suma dio para buscar la cuarta.
เอาแล้วนี่โอ้โหต้องเลสแดชเข้ามาแล้วติดแปดด้วยพร้อมดับเบิลคิวไปเลยครับแล้วก็ทริปเปิลคิวครับหัวทั้งนัดครับผมโอ้โหวิ่งกลับเฮ้ย
Sentinels have fully committed here with 10 seconds left. They've got to go big, but Steve! Oh, gets 3! Double 4! LG take Icebox!
Now for a look at the current standings after last weekend's tournaments. It was Sentinels who walked away with the crown at the Challengers NA Week 1 main event. Runners-up Immortals fought hard all the way through the upper side of the bracket, but at the end, they were no match for Shazam and the rest of the Sentinels crew.
And a flick back onto the last, that's a 4K for Shazam.
Across the pond in Europe, these 4 teams qualified out from the Challengers Week 1 main event. Several notable orgs fell short, including Team Liquid, Team Heretics, Fnatic, and the once and former Kings of Europe, G2 Esports. Following their defeat at First Strike, G2 fans were hoping they'd be back with a vengeance in the VCT, but that wasn't exactly the case. It's definitely too early to write them off completely, but this unlucky streak for G2 has shown that maybe the rest of the region has finally started to catch up to their level.
Oh, he lines him up, he knocks him down, he's just torn him apart.
Over in Brazil, Furia, Team Vikings, Slick, and Imperial Esports all qualified out. Furia has hit the ground running, proving themselves as one of the strongest teams in the region after only a couple weeks of competing together as a team. Vision Strikers continue to dominate in Korea as they qualify out alongside Damwon Kia, Worldstar Gaming, and Bearclaw Esports. The pressure of the VCT is clearly no match for Vision Strikers as they still have yet to lose a match in their history as an organization. Though keep in mind, they haven't run into either of Korea's rising stars, Damwon Kia or Worldstar Gaming. Perhaps one of those teams can give them a run for their money in Challengers Korea Week 2. Open qualifiers also took place in Latin America. Here's the teams that qualified from each region for the main event. Southeast Asia also wrapped up their Challengers Week 1 main events with these teams coming out on top. X10 Esports in Thailand, Bren Esports in the Philippines, Reality Rift in Malaysia, Singapore, Boom Esports in Indonesia, and Only One Word in Hong Kong, Taiwan. Now let's check in on a few members from our first class. First up, we've got JinNy from Thailand. JinNy's team, Foxy Araikordai'a, was formerly known as Attack All Around. They've consistently been one of the top performing squads in Southeast Asia since the early days of VALORANT. JinNy's Omen play is the backbone of her team, providing constant teamfight support with her smokes and blinds. She did exactly that over the weekend, helping guide Foxy to a second-place finish at the Challengers Week 1 main event. They put on a dominant performance all the way up to the Grand Finals, where they ultimately fell to X10 Esports. Keep an eye out for JinNy and her crew as they battle for revenge in the next Challengers event. Over in Korea, fellow first-class member RB led his team Vision Strikers through another undefeated week of play as they qualified out of their group in first place. Who will be our ones to watch this week? Let's head over to Europe to find out.
Don't believe what I have just seen.
A new team is making waves in the European scene. Monkey Business is an unsigned squad made up of both seasoned FPS players and new upcoming talent. They put the world on notice with their breakout performance at the Open Qualifiers last weekend.
Oh my God.
I did not expect that from Element. That's insane.
Jesus.
The Monkey Business roster is led by notable former FPS pros Unko, AKM, and Tvik. But it was the rookie player, Element, that really stood out from the crowd.
Sees one, but hold on. What does he do?
But he doesn't.
What does he do?
He consistently top fragged throughout the weekend and achieved a peak ACS of 383 on Icebox against Guild Esports.
Looking for more 3! Element, you absolute monster!
Monkey Business qualified out of Challengers 1 as one of the top 4 teams from the event, defeating Team Vitality and Guild Esports in the process. Not too shabby for their first major tournament appearance. Could Monkey Business be the next big thing in the European scene? Stay tuned to Challengers EU to see how they do in the next round of competition.
Hand up that stat board.
Who do you think will end up qualifying for the first Masters in your region? Let us know in the comments and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the action. Thanks for watching The Headshot. For upcoming matches and schedules, check out ValorantEsports.com. We'll see you next week for more updates on all things Valorant Champions Tour.